It's a real life boogie and a real life hoedown. Don't be a...
Come on, take it to the floor now. Woo!
WTP, here we are, your hosts, Harriet Thacker and...
Jamie Long, we are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cowgirl in me. Yeehaw!
Yeah, we're in his country era.
We're in his country era.
Yeah.
Speaking of country eras, you might see a little bit of country and western if you go to...
Wow.
If you go to Brow Brunch this week.
Yeah.
We might go country themed, we might not.
Brow Easter, just before we hit record, we were thinking, what are we going to wear? What are we going to wear? Because we always have to be complimentary of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we might do country.
Or we might not. So we don't know what we're doing yet. We've literally got T-minus 6 days to find something.
Yeah.
Which is usually right about time for me. Jamie, I'm very surprised you've not got your outfit picked out already.
I did have.
Right. Until
and then
I
you
told
me
what...
you weren't doing something similar, so now I've got to change my outfit.
Right then. So we are going this weekend to the Brow Brunch, and if you are going to be there, please come on over and say hello to us. I'm pretty sure we'll be mingling around the place anyway. Yeah.
Come say hi. If you are going as well, drop us a DM.
Yeah.
Because we are going to be capturing some content. So we might do some fun little interviews or videos and stuff like that. So let us know if you're going to be there.
Get involved.
Yeah.
Let's get involved. I'm excited actually. I don't really know what to expect.
I don't.
But I'm excited. I feel like this is like kind of like one of the like an event, like a work event that we're going to.
Yeah. And I think as well, because it's the first one that they've done.
Yeah.
I really don't know what to expect.
Yeah. I feel like we've stepped up now. We're not even like really doing... It's not like, because other events that we've been to, we've worked.
Yeah.
We've not actually been invited as guests. And this year, we've been invited to loads of stuff.
Yeah.
As guests.
More bleeding outfits we need to plan.
I know. And then, so I've been thinking, so this is his first one out of this year. So it is hosted by Bad Gal Brows.
Yes.
Bad Gal Brows, yep. She is hosting it. So we're going to be super excited. And like, there's going to be some amazing brow bosses there. So yeah.
Inlay.
Oh?
Inlay. Are they going to be there?
Yes, yeah.
They cleared up how you say it. I think I still might be saying it wrong, but she did say it end of that TikTok.
In fact, I think we should get a little bit of a video
say
of
it
them
however you think.
of them saying how it is, yeah.
Buff Brows are sponsoring, Tina Davis. Mm-hmm. There's quite a few. I know
AMC Brows going to be there.
Yeah, I know a handful of people who's going to be there. I think Debsy's going to be there.
Oh, really?
I think.
The Brow Geek.
Yeah.
Go on, Debs.
Yes, I'm excited just to be in a room filled with brow-obsessed people.
Yes, exactly.
Just like us.
Yeah. I've got this little thing in my head that maximum I'm going to have is 2 drinks.
Good for you, girl.
What? Well, what are you? Well, what? Wait a minute then. Wait a minute. Well, how many are you having?
I don't know. I'm just going to see how I feel.
Right, well, I will then.
If I want to get on them tables and dance and get wrecked, I will.
Girls,
but I'll not.
You've heard it here first. We'll see how we go on. We'll see how we get on. Yeah.
All it takes is a couple of tequila and Beyonce to be playing. I am wild.
I've got somebody's microblading in next day at 4:30. So yeah.
Oh, 4:30, you'll be fine.
Well,
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
So, what you been up to? What's new?
I have. Yeah.
Gossip.
Yeah.
What? Tell me everything.
Yeah, I have. I've actually had some time off. Believe it or not.
Because I haven't spoke to you every day.
I know.
So yeah, tell me. What you been up to since last week's episode? I've not seen you.
I've been to Poland. Yeah, been to Poland with my friend Craig, aka Crazy Crag. It was much to people's disappointment that I were going away and leaving salon for 3 days. I tried to time it so one of them days was Sunday, Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday. Because obviously salon's only open Tuesday, Wednesday anyway.
I can only imagine what Anne Thacker had to say about you.
She wasn't very happy.
Again.
My mum wasn't very happy. If you hear my mum, she thinks that I go on holiday like 12 times a year. She's like, you say yes to everything. I'm like, darling, that's what got me in this position. But she's like, you say yes to everything. Anybody who wants to go away, you say yes to, and then you go and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hon, I am young. Well, I'm not young, but free, single, wild, like...
And Anne is famous for booking a one-way flight and just deciding when she wants to come home.
By the way, can we just say I've dropped off at airport today before I've come here. Yeah.
She only just got back.
Yeah.
Like, she'll just say, I don't know how long I'm going for. I've just booked
I've
me.
just booked
I've
a one-way
flight
ticket
there.
and going. But what a goal to have.
Yeah.
What a goal to have,
So
to
that's
be
where you
like
get it
that.
from?
Yeah. So I've been to Poland, and I'm not kidding. Do you know some of my clients that I can't believe this, but I can. Some of my clients who rang the salon and said, because I've got certain clients that ring up and say, "Hiya, is Harriet there? Can I speak to Harriet?" And girls on reception desk will be like, "Well, she's with a client at the moment." "Oh, all right, then I'll ring back." But then they think, "Well, you'll be ringing back all day because she's probably going to be with a client all day." But then they'll go, "Oh, all right," or they'll say, "Can I help you with anything? I just want to speak to her about something." So when I get to the phone, then it'll literally just be, "Hiya, Harriet, can you book me in for such and such?" And I'm like,
No.
"Right, I will, but I'm just going to pass you back on to somebody else who can do that for you." Like, I think they think sometimes if they ask me, it's going to be whatever anyway.
Yeah.
So a lot of clients did ring salon for me. We're fine booking appointments. There was the odd few that rang and said, "Is Harriet there?" And they said, "No, actually, she's on holiday at the minute." And a couple of them said, "All right, no problem, I'll message her." And they did. They did.
No, stop it.
One of them texted me on my mobile phone number. Yeah.
Ridiculous. You replied, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What a
And I
dick.
booked him in. Obviously, I replied and booked him in. But if you are a client that's listening, try and be a bit cautious when people say that word, they're on holiday.
Yeah.
I really am never on holiday because I was scrolling through my Instagram and my Facebook and everything, checking messages that had come through, screenshotting them and sending them to my apprentice, Maddie. And she was like, "Are you on holiday or am I? What's going on? Like, let's stop." But I had a really great time in Poland. Very boozy trip, but very cultural.
Yes.
Loved it. Did all the Auschwitz and stuff like that. Oh my God. I went to a sauna, right? I've got to tell this story because it's just mortifying. I went to a sauna and I didn't realise European saunas were how they are. So we went to this sauna, me and my friend Craig went to this sauna, and as we got into the like the reception bit where you wait, like you queue and tap your band to get in or whatever, tap your wristband, this woman literally looked at me on desk and went, "You," and pointed at me and went, "You, off." And I went, "What?" And she went, "You, everything off." So I looked at Craig and I was like, "What?" He went, "Oh, yeah. Because obviously, like, Craig's just, like, happy with everything. He's like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, Harry, you've got to take your clothes off." I looked at him, I went, "What?" She went, "You, swimsuit, no entry, off, now." So I looked at him and I was like, "What, here, now, at the reception desk?" And she was like, "Take everything off." I went to Craig, I said, I can't do it. I said, I can't do it. Just as I said, I can't do it. I swear to God, right? Dad, turn off if you're listening to this. But a guy who were about my dad's age, right, 69, 70, walked past me with his, I'm going to say it, cock and balls out, right? He walked past me. He must have been 25 stone. He walked past me, about 70 years old, with his cock and balls out. And I looked and I went, "Craig, I cannot do this." I said, I can't do it. And Craig went, "You can." I went, "I cannot get naked in here." I was like, "No." So anyway, I went into a changing room and I kept my towel on because Craig says, "You don't, just be naked under the towel."
Yeah.
So I kept my towel on, but I swear to God, I walked in this sauna and all I could see were muscles, sweat and testicles. I just was like, this is not for me. Honestly, I just didn't know where to look. It was so awkward. There were a guy who was meditating at side of me. There were another one doing lunges and stretches. Like, I saw more. I've never seen anything like it in my life. But everybody, like the
Craig
younger
were
guy,
loving it.
Obviously, Craig were loving it. But the younger guys that would come in, there were a few women, like, but the younger people who were like our age, they didn't get naked. They were respectful and kept their towels on like we did. These older ones, 70s, stark bollock.
Yeah.
Swear to God, walking around
Let it all hang
everywhere.
out.
They didn't care.
Yeah.
They did not care. And I just thought, what? And Craig were like, "Yeah, but it's liberating, isn't it?" I was like, well, each to their own. But European saunas, I will be more aware next time, and they are not for me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, come back to salon, jam-packed. Worked overtime and stuff like that. And yeah, just getting back into the swing of it. First day off, and here I am podcasting.
Good.
That's my week. Tell me about yours.
Well, I haven't had no cock and balls hanging out. I've been no steamy saunas. Busy with work. I feel like it's just the same. Busy with work. I went out yesterday, and much to my surprise, I am up, fit and well.
Yeah.
I weren't that drunk, to be honest, but I went to go see a Beyonce tribute act, obviously.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect because ticket were £8.
Were it worth it?
Yeah. But
Right.
so tickets were £8.
Where were it at?
4 of us going, just somewhere in town. I've never been before. And when I went to book, a VIP table were 50p extra per person.
Did you upgrade?
Of course I did.
I was going to say.
Well, I was going to get VIP
Did
anyway,
your name
you
drop?
know me.
You're going to say, did your name drop?
So, well, no, I just paid 50p extra.
Well, yeah.
But then I thought,
Don't
what
worry, darling.
VIP table am I going to get for 50p extra per person? For
What
like
were it?
£2. They didn't even check us tickets on door. There were no doormen. I just walked straight in. So I probably didn't have to buy a ticket. And then I said to this guy, I said, I paid for a VIP table. He said, just sit anywhere. I thought, wow.
Well.
Then, this guy, I'm guessing it's whose bar it were, got on stage. It weren't that busy, but everyone were there obviously for this Beyonce tribute to do a warm-up act because he were a singer.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, he sang
Go on.
Bon Jovi.
Were you good?
We were all right, yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a wild
But
song.
I just thought...
It's a bit of a wild card, that.
You've got all these people here for Beyonce and you decide to sing that.
I mean, he should have, like, done a bit of, like, Jay-Z or something.
Yeah. I would just like... But yeah, we're a good night. Well, good afternoon. She was good. Got my little pic. You'll see it on my Instagram.
And Jamie's thinking about hiring her for parties.
Yeah. Yeah, she were good. She had costumes and that. I was sat talking to her. I've arranged to go to Vegas with her.
We should...
I'm off to go...
Oh, right. New best friend, is it?
Yeah.
Right, then.
Well, you best
I'll
become a
leave you
Beyonce
for
tribute
one
act.
night. I might as well be one. I know exactly all the words and all the lyrics. God.
But
Wow.
yeah, excited for another week. Yeah.
Let's get on with it.
But busy and blessed. Let's do it.
Let's get on with the show.
So today we are doing an episode that is something that we do every season.
Yeah, I love
and every season it gets a bit more vulgar, a bit more wild, and a bit more like your toes curl up in your tights kind of feeling. Do you know what I mean?
So thank God we're in season 5, because if we're in season 1, there'd be no season 2, darling.
Yes.
But here we
So
are.
we've been asking you, we've been putting stickers out, and thank you to everybody who did submit horror stories, because without all you guys actually submitting them in, this episode won't happen.
Yeah.
Won't happen. So I'm going to start us off quite relaxed, quite tame.
Are we going to do a dilemma at weekend?
Yeah.
Right, that's fine then. Yeah.
So she has put that a client said she wasn't on retinol within the past 6 months. She lied, Linda.
She lied.
All her skin came off. Serves you right. Ha ha.
Oh my
No,
God.
that were nasty.
Yeah, but I've had this loads of times. Really have. You know, like you have the regular clients that come in and then you're thinking, have you used something different? Or they'll feel hot and you're like, you know, half the skin's come off and you're like, have you just been on sunbed? Yeah. Why?
I had crazy cragging Friday night.
No.
You just got back from Poland. I did his brows and he slipped up and he went to stop what he was saying. I went, what were you going to say? He went, I know I should, but I'm going to want some bed after this. I just went, you're ridiculous. Do whatever you want.
I wondered why he looked bright red this morning when he FaceTimed me.
Been on some beds.
Well.
But I get it a lot as well. And you'll ask them. I always ask them at the beginning of their appointment. Anything changed medical-wise? Any new, creams, anything like that? No, I'm all good.
There's a lot of stuff, though, that people use, that like eye creams and eye serums and that.
Yeah.
They don't realise that they've got them in.
Yeah. And then you wax. They've got a little graze and you'll say to them, right, I know you've used something different.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. And
Yeah.
I think, why didn't you say that at the beginning?
Yeah.
I get it with tan.
Oh.
And it tint stains, and then I'll say, have you got fake tan on? No. And in my head, I'm thinking, you have. You have.
Oh, yeah, I put some fake tan on last week, but they don't realise how much tan grabs to the face. And how many times are you exfoliating in your eyebrows to get all it off underneath? Girls are just wiping their eyebrows like this, aren't they? And then
I had one. No, I haven't used any fake tan. I said, well, you've used some tanning drops.
Of course.
I said, you do know that's fake tan. Like, same thing. You do get that.
Crazy.
How is it?
Crazy girl.
Yes.
Gradual tan. Oh, no, I ain't got fake tan. I've got the gradual, but I've got tinted moisturiser, gradual tinted moisturiser.
Wild.
Okay.
Tell your stylist if you were using, just tell them everything.
Throw another
Tell
one
them
at me, 'cause mine are
everything.
lengthy.
Someone's put imposter syndrome. It's a constant horror story for me.
What is imposter syndrome?
I think it's where you have a bit like an inner saboteur.
Have you made that word up? Or is that real?
Of course it's real.
Oh, yeah, because you always say real things, don't you? Jesus.
So I think it's where, like, your inner saboteur might be like, I don't know, like, you might be thinking, oh God, my work's not that good. Oh, why can't I get that clean finish like everyone else does? Oh, my lash lifts never lift. Or when really they are, you're just like highly critical of your work.
So that's an imposter syndrome.
I think so, yeah.
So what are they saying? Say that again.
That they have imposter syndrome, and that's a constant horror story for me.
Oh, no, girl, no.
Not in 2024.
No. Level it up. Step it up. You've leveled up. Step it up. No.
Yeah.
Like, believe in yourself. Haven't we got an episode out about this or something?
Probably.
Listen to all those episodes. Be your own biggest fan. Be your own biggest fan, honest to God. No, you can't be doing that.
There's no time for it. Listen, because all it's doing is dragging you down.
If you were crap, you wouldn't have no clients, so... Well, you wouldn't, and that's that, innit? That's that. Right, you ready for mine?
Yeah.
You ready for one of mine? I've wrote upside down on these cards, so if it looks like I'm not reading anything, I am, but they just wrote that way. So, I do this all the time. I write them on upside down. Right, you ready for this one? Because it's quite lengthy.
Oh, God.
My horror story is traumatising.
Go on, then.
I was waxing a client and performing a Brazilian wax. Do you know what a Brazilian is?
Is that when it's all off?
No, that's Hollywood.
Landing strip.
Brazilian.
That's a Brazilian.
Good
yeah.
girl, yeah. So, when I asked her to turn over and get on all fours, and she did, I don't know what had happened. Do you understand, Jamie? Right, I'm just gonna elaborate for the boys out there that's listening. Do you understand why she told her to get on all fours?
Yeah, so she can do that.
A bum, round a bum roll, yeah. Okay. So,
I can't go through with this.
Just imagine, right? So she's on all fours.
Like a bleeding murder scene.
Barking like a dog. Like a dog. Like a dirty dog. So I don't know what happened, but she must have gone to the toilet and forgot to wipe.
Stop.
Right. Are you ready? Right. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Because if we're talking about anything today, we've touched on this subject before, talking about me with like situations with things that come out of your bum.
Guys,
and honestly, I'm not.
We're going to get banned.
I'm not the person to be telling this story. Okay.
How'd you forget to
wipe? It's not finished. We've not finished. Oh, God. It wasn't like she'd missed a bit. It was covered. I didn't want to embarrass the client by asking, why have you got a shitty bum?
I can't.
I pretended to go around the outer bits that were clean and missed the bad bits. She must have got home and noticed that she still had a hairy bum. Or maybe not.
Hairy shitty bum?
Hairy... Yeah. And more importantly, a hairy shitty bum. So, or maybe not, as she still comes to me for further waxing treatments. I would never show my face again. What do you... what had she done?
I'd just have to say...
She clearly just got up off the toilet and just went for a waxing.
How?
Exactly. She must have been on the phone.
32, 33. Am I 32 or 33? 33. Am I 33 this year? Anyway,
You're 33 this year.
So I'm 32. I don't think I've ever
Not been able to wipe your own
forgot to wipe my backside.
Yeah, me neither.
That's wild.
Absolutely.
But how
crazy.
have you got it all over?
It's not even primary school shit, that is it. Literally. Pardon the pun.
But why? How have you got it all off?
What's she been doing? It's covered. It was covered. How?
I'd have dropped dead. I would have... Funeral director would have been there because I would have been dead. Deceased.
Can you imagine me? With that situation going off, coming out of somebody's bum, no.
I'd have thrown up on the floor.
I'm disgusting myself that I've even read that one out. I wish I'd have given it him, actually, to be honest.
Oh my God. I mean, no, like, with these horror stories, no offence to anybody. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff can happen. We're just having a bit of a fun with it. We don't want to get cancelled, so
No,
please don't cancel
take
us.
offence and write shit underneath us videos.
But-
Don't like that. Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done because read now, I think I would have died.
Yeah.
But when you're in that situation,
You would have got
it's
on with it, wouldn't you?
completely different.
Yeah, you would have
You've
got
got
on
to
with it.
put this like professional head
Yeah.
and like I don't know if I would
She
have dared
obviously,
tell her.
do you know what? Credit to the girl who wrote this in because you obviously did that good of a job and made her feel super comfortable about it that she's still carrying on coming to you for
Yeah.
treatment. So well done to you. Crazy.
I mean, where do we go from that?
Go on. hit
Oh
me with
man, a
another.
team. Someone's put, I used to work for a narcissist.
We've all been there, love.
How does that compare?
I used to
to
work
that.
for a narcissist.
It was one of your staff members.
Brum-bum.
I'm here every week,
Mic
guys.
drop.
I'm here every week.
Mic drop.
Someone's put, I can't even get my words together thinking about that.
Well, I've got one for N that's just going to blow this.
Have you only got them too?
No, I've got 3. But honestly, the one at the end is just going to blow the lid off.
I've dropped wax in my client's hair and was trying to make it not obvious.
Oh.
We spoke about this. I can remember this happening on training.
Oh, God.
Hard wax.
Just tell him. Just tell him about it again.
So we used to teach waxing, hard wax, and there were students that were working and the student had dropped it in another student's hair who she were working on. And one of the trainers at the time, I can remember her just stood there for like 20 minutes trying to massage this hard wax out of her hair will comfort me. Oh,
It's better if you drop wax in somebody. Do you know what? I've done it before. Or what's annoying is if they've got a fringe and you've put their tint on and then you've just nipped off to do something and you come back and they're sat up on their phone and all their fringe, their lovely blonde fringe is in that dark brown tint or whatever, and you're like, and then you go like that and they've just got a strip and you think, what?
I've had it before. Someone's gone like to put their hair behind their ears.
Oh,
Fingers have gone in tail.
all way through all their hair.
Go faster, stripe down side. I said, don't you look, Bonnie?
Like Jerry Halliwell in Spice Girls with them streaky
Like,
highlights. But it's better if I'm just honest with my clients now. If it does happen, odd time I have dropped a little bit of wax or got a hair caught in it, and
It's
I'll just
them-
say, "Oh, I've
It's
caught
them
your hair."
single hairs that are
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Because you can't always see them, especially if they're blonde.
Yeah.
And you've got your wax stick and you bring it round to tell and you think, what's that pulling?
Yeah.
And then it pings off and she
Yeah.
like has a little flinch. You think, oh,
Yeah. Oh, soz.
sorry about
Yeah.
that. You wanted an haircut and all, didn't you?
Yeah. Just be honest with them and just be like, "Oh, I've dropped a bit of wax in your hair. So keep still." You got any more?
I have, but I've only got one more.
All right, then
So
I'll
you'll
read
go.
one of your mine. So I was doing a client's regular wax, and like most appointments, they aren't
What
just...
wax? I can't handle it. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's the Lord's Day.
Will you just let me finish? Just buckle up.
I need therapy.
So I was doing a client's regular wax, and like most appointments, they aren't just treatments, they're therapy sessions. As we know. You'll need one after this. And she starts to tell me that she thinks her husband's having an affair. She's got the proof. She don't know who the woman is, but she more or less knows that it's definitely happening. So after a treatment...
I love shit like this.
I
Come
know,
on.
so juicy, innit? I was like, So after her treatment, My next client walks in and they have a chat. So the client that's had the wax and the new client walks in, they have a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
Because they were friends, etc. You know where this is going, don't you? And then my next client's treatment starts. So the new client's treatment starts. And another therapy session starts. She then tells me, I'm having an affair with my friend's husband. Puzzles were floating into place and I had to act completely normal. So in effect, one of my clients' husbands were having an affair with one of my other clients herself. I don't know how things worked out, but it's safe to say they're separated.
Juicy.
Do you know, hearing both sides of that though, and being somebody in the middle is like, oh, because you want to say to your client, don't you? He is having an affair because I know who he's having an affair with and it's her. But then you also want to say to the other client, why are you doing that? But you aren't. You've got to keep all professional. I have been told the wildest, craziest things from clients, like you would not believe, like the things that I have been told, like probably more than Jeremy Kyle's been told. And I have to keep completely mute, silent about it. Things that could ruin lives, marriages, friendships, relations, anything you can possibly imagine, apart from murdering somebody. I've been told everything.
Well, no.
Well, seeing as it's confession time. Yeah, I've been told everything. Yeah. Everything.
I had a client once who came in and a few times she'd been, not telling me that she were having troubles in a relationship, but when you get talking to them and then stuff kind of like comes through.
Yeah.
And then she came in once and she was just like livid. She told me splitting up, they broke up, that's it, blah, 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 blah. Next time I seen her, she came in and she was really sheepish. And she basically apologised to me for oversharing. They've not split up. They're still together. She just said a bit too much. And I was like, it's fine.
Had a moment.
I don't know who you're married to anyway.
Had a moment,
yeah.
I once had a client that told me that she put cat poo in her husband's Marmite. Yeah. Good for you, girl.
Wild.
You were horrible.
How did you even mix that together? You would have seen that.
Marmite? It's brown. But yeah, wild. Good for you, girl. Yeah. Well, anyway, but this is a quick disclaimer. Please don't put any feces in your partner's food because if they die, we don't want this coming back on us.
We will not be held responsible for your actions.
Absolutely not. Give me another one.
So, this is from, surprisingly, not a beauty professional. This is like Joe Wicks or whoever who's gone for a treatment.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
So, I went for my brows doing years ago.
Joe, can I just, hold on, let's just rewind. Joe Wicks.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you know who Joe Wicks is?
Oh,
you mean Joe Blogs?
Joe Blog.
Joe Wicks has been for a treatment.
Yeah.
He's lovely, Joe.
Shout out Joe Wicks.
Yeah, shout out Joe Wicks.
PE time during COVID really got me through it. So I went for my brows doing years ago, and when she pulled the wax off, she said, "Whoops."
No.
Fair to say, half my brow was missing.
No. Oh my! Can you imagine
that.
Though? Whoops. The confidence level to do that and be like, "Oh, sorry." Well. Right. Are you ready for this?
I might start doing that. Whoops. Just to get reactions.
Do you know what? But I've done it before on time when I've gone, oh, they look amazing.
What?
Or I've done it for a few of my friends and be like, oh my God, they look awful. They're like, do they? I'm like, nah.
You know when clients say to me all the time, oh, they want the mirror. I don't let anyone hold the mirror while I do the lashes.
Oh my God.
Not lashes, I can't see anyway, but brows.
And I've had some people, and I've had some people in past when I were younger that used to do that. That used to do it. How rude.
Like, no. Or they're asking, what's this? What's that? How do they look? I don't mind. I don't mind guiding you through it.
Yeah.
And telling you what I'm doing. But this ain't a running commentary.
No.
I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
And I need to get it done.
Yeah.
So I have, with some clients who are kind of grating me a bit, I'll say, not turned out as good as I hoped, but, I should be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Because then they're just silent. I think, don't try me.
Not today, Rachel. Not today.
They've gone a bit darker than I expected, but,
It's all right,
I'm just going to try scrub it.
Yeah.
At end, and they're like, what? I'm like, you'll be fine. I should be able to fix it.
I know what I'm doing. I've done it a few times before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Go on.
Are you ready for it?
Have you saved best till last?
Save best till last.
Am I going to be sick?
Yeah.
Pass me that bin.
Are you ready for it? Brace yourselves, because this is a bit of a
Buckle up.
Okay. I had a new client that came to me for LVL lashes. And whilst I was doing her treatment, she was complaining about how her skin had been breaking out due to it being her time of the month.
Uh-huh.
Do we know what time of the month is, Jamie? Because you're a male.
Continue.
Right, okay. To my surprise, she told me that she loves being on her period and uses a moon cup.
What's a moon cup?
I was just going to elaborate, yeah. So a moon cup, for those that don't know, Google it.
I've got a moon ring light.
No,
Half
it's nothing
moon ring
like
light.
that, darling. It's nothing like that. Oh my God, I can't believe we're talking about this. So a moon cup is basically, you don't put any, it's basically a cup that goes inside.
Right.
And collects the blood.
So it's instead of a
Tampon.
Yeah.
Or sanitary wear or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a cup that goes inside and collects the blood and then you remove it. I have seen them. I have no idea how you use them. I have no idea the benefits or anything like that, so I'm not really going to comment on them. It just would not be for me. So anyway, so she uses a moon cup, so a little cup that collects all the blood inside. Wow, how gross was that sentence. Anyway, still entertaining this strange chat, because obviously she said she liked being on a period. I mentioned that my pal used to use a moon cup, but found it a bit of a pest emptying the contents of the cup, etc. Okay? Are you following? You're uncomfortable already, aren't you? Yeah. She then replies... well, why would she empty the contents? Quite confused as to where this was going, I asked, well, what is she meant to do with it? Then the madness happened.
I know what's coming.
You don't. You're not even prepared for what I'm going to say. The madness then happened. She responded with, I don't. In fact, I actually drink mine for health benefits. Right. I water my plants with it. Jamie, can you do some form of reaction for us listeners? Not only as viewers.
Oh, God.
If you want to listen to or see Jamie's reaction, please head on over to YouTube right now. I water my plants with it. I use it for facials. I'm hoping that she means her own and not other people's. I even use it with my crystals. To say it was a relief that her eyes were closed were an understatement due to the horror on my face.
I'd have dropped dead.
I'd have stopped, dropped and rolled. I'd have left. But as we do in our job role, I acted like she were completely normal and I showed some interest into her bizarre ways. This is the funny bit. After her appointment, she asked me if she could use the toilet, and to this day, I hope that she wasn't doing a sly shot in there. Bravo! Do you know what? She wins. You win that one. That were a brilliant one. So much detail. Great.
I wonder what it did to her plants.
Well, somebody told me that you need to put lemonade in flowers to make to make the flowers grow. Just lemonade, not even watering. So, but God knows what period blood does to plants. I'm not sure. What does it do to yourself? I'm gonna Google it.
You're not bleeding trying it.
Enough now.
Right.
Enough. We're not going there. Enough.
Dilemma of the week before
we get into this period chat. Go on. Dilemma of the week.
God, I'm really warm.
Hit me with it. Oh, God, I've given myself a headache from that because it's just made me feel...
Someone's put, what do I do? I don't know.
Well, I hope you do, love, because you're host to this podcast, so I hope you do.
I have a client who's always 15/30 minutes late. Every appointment. How do I let them go?
Let them go or let them know, really?
You drop them out at front
Right,
door.
well, you need to say to them, you need to send it in a text message or an email or something like that if you're not comfortable with saying it to their face. Do you know what? Shock them sometimes. When they turn up, just I ain't got enough time to do it.
Yeah. For me, if they're late, 10 minutes, I've texted you. 15 minutes, you're classed as a no-show.
Yeah.
And if you turn up at 16 minutes, you're not getting your treatment.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you. This is why you're not having your treatment. Please turn around.
I've had clients that are always late, but what I tend to do... Do you know what? There's certain clients that are always late as well, sometimes, that they never apologise.
Yeah.
And I just think it's just common courtesy. I mean, sat here waiting for you 10 minutes or whatever, and they never say sorry.
Yeah.
But, you know, do you know what the best thing to do with clients like that? I would probably say book them in, tell them 15 minutes earlier. Their appointment's 15 minutes earlier. Or if you don't want them to get away with that, just be completely honest and just be like, or when you're booking them in, just say, I really need you to be on time for that appointment because I've got somebody in after you and it's going to make me run late all day. Or if they turn up, just say, I'm sorry, I can't really do it.
Yeah, you need to do some tough love.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Next time they do it, no treatment.
Yeah.
Just refuse. You can't, you're too late. I don't know what treatments it is. I know I'm saying I turn people away. A few times said to him, I can't do your brow lamination. I physically don't have the time, but I can do your tidy.
Yeah.
It's up to you. That's all I can do.
Best believe they'll turn up for their appointment next time.
Yeah. So you need, a bit of tough love like that because at the minute, they're turning up late because you've not addressed it. So they think it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going to continue doing it. So a
Yeah.
bit of tough love. If nothing changes, that's when you need to have these difficult conversations. And, let them know that you do have people booked in after. When you're showing up late, I am then late all day.
Yeah.
And if you're in the morning, that means I don't get a lunch.
Yeah.
That means I don't finish till later. I don't get to pick the kids up from school. I don't get to X, Y, and Z.
And then suddenly the person who's in next, who you've squeezed in and, who's got to be out on a certain time because they've got to pick their kids up from school, you're then late for them, which then makes them angry at you, and you can't say to them while you're still doing somebody else's brows, well, the reason why I'm running behind is because she's turned up 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
And you have to say to them, you end up saying to your client, I'm sorry, I'm running a bit behind. Then that other client gets mad at you. Yeah. So, you just have a bit of tough love with that.
Yeah.
I know it's hard because obviously you could risk losing a client altogether and it's that, constant income. But I think you need to set boundaries in place.
And if it's just the one, you might lose that client. You can replace them easily enough. Do you know what I mean? It's not breaking the bank, is it, that one client? It's not
a real... It might seem a big dilemma to you and not know how to do it, but to be honest, I think I've done it that often now that it's not a dilemma for me. It's just a boundary that is set. Yeah, and to be honest, I do actually get, if they are late and if they're 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late actually, or 10 minutes late, I get my Maddie, my apprentice, to ring them and say, are you still coming to your appointment? Because I need to know where these people are, because if not, I can then message somebody who's 5 minutes down the road and say, do you want your brows done like you asked me for this morning, because I can get you in. But not all the time that's going to happen. Yeah. So, yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
And we did actually do an episode called Is It Time to Break Up? And that were about breaking up with clients. Yeah. I've just remembered.
Is it time for a breakup or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I think it was last season. So go back and listen to that because that's a full episode about this kind of thing. So that might help you as well.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And what a fun little episode that were. And please remember that we are over on YouTube. Because them subscribers are building up, baby.
Yeah.
Please keep sharing.
Some of the hate comments, but
And just for the guy that asked if I do OnlyFans, no, I don't. But thank you for the confidence boost. No, No, don't. Not yet, anyway. I mean, if season 5 or 6 is a flop, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you keep doing because
it's working.
It's working. Whatever you're doing, it is working.
Yeah.
It's all down to you.
Keep
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we will see you next week with another special episode. So don't forget, tune in Mondays, 8 a.m. for your weekly fix of What the Pluck.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.